Julia Hart, speaking of slipping through the cracks, she went one-on-one with Jamie Hayter, who apparently has slipped through the creative cracks, and now she has been easily forgotten about. You know, I'm still waiting, Jesse. It's been 4 months. I'm still waiting for an apology from all the sickos that had a problem with both you and I complaining that Jamie Hayter, after 2 years, came back on a pre-show to ultimately do nothing. They all said, give it a chance. Let's see it play out. She's in a feud with Saraya, who's now not on TV, and she's making silly Patreon videos. So, again, I'm waiting for all the people that told me to see it play out, let it play out. Where the fuck are you people now? That's what I want to know.
It happens to me all the time. If we sit here and say, hey, Britt Baker's getting better, they think we're full of shit. Then look at that. We say Jamie Hayter returning on the pre-show is a bad idea. They say we were wrong. Look at that. If I sit here and say Max Caster is a main event player, I sit here in the chat, people say there's no way that's going to happen. Okay, we'll see. But again, they don't want to admit they were fucking wrong. They were wrong. I mean, and nothing else you can do about it. But no, she was buried upon arrival. There is no reason why Jamie Hayter is not the top of the women's locker room right now, except Tony Khan don't want to fucking push her.
Something happened that is unexplainable. This woman came back, and you think that she would get superstar fanfare. This woman got over on her own through storytelling with Britt Baker and Rebel and breaking out on her own, organically winning the fans over to become the AW Women's Champion. She looked great. She came off on television like a homegrown star should, right? The women's division was not really all that good then. Jamie Hayter was one of the few bright spots in that division, all self-grown, basically. Now we forward to this year. Something in the last 2 years, from when she was out until she came back at all, and something happened. I don't know. I don't want to put my tinfoil cap on, but Jesse and I have called out the fact that she was very openly, praising Mr. Phil Brooks, and you guys know that you can't praise CM Punk or Cody Rhodes in this company, otherwise Tony will look down upon you, and you'll be in the doghouse for basically the rest of eternity. It's basically what happened. So we fast forward to tonight, and Julia Hart's been out since last April with a shoulder injury. Jamie Hayter has had no momentum since coming back. You could sit there and fucking cry me all you want. This woman's run so far since being back has been awful. Nothing memorable whatsoever. I don't remember a single fucking thing that she's done that is remotely remembered for what she's done since she's been back. Jesse, Julia Hart's been out since April, shoulder injury. She comes back, and we get this angle playing out. There's no why to anything going on here. This story that's playing out. Julia is all of a sudden targeting Jamie Hayter. Nobody understands why. There's no story. And it results in a match on tonight's Fight for the Fallen. Now, the way that I look at it is Jamie needs all the help that she could get to get back to where she needs to be. Julia Hart's first match back since April was tonight. My first question to you, Jesse, is what type of logical brain, as a pro wrestling promoter, books two women in a match where one of them needs a win desperately and the other one has a return match tonight and she can't lose the match? So why are you're purposely booking yourself in a creative mess just by this match happening by itself? Why would somebody do that?
No, you are incorrect, sir. To them, there was no one who needed that win desperately other than Julia Hart. To them, there is no future for Jamie Hayter. So there was no end. There was no corner that they booked themselves into. They have one woman that they're pushing and one that they're not. Easy.
It's unbelievable. You do know. Look at the women that Tony Khan in this division has fucking dropped the ball on, bro. Where's Jamie Hayter? We're all still asking every week. What happened to Chris Statlander? Where is Willow Nightingale? I mean,
Deonna Purrazzo.
Bro, all five of these women, WWE would sign in the blink of a fucking eye. And Tony's got this talent and doing nothing with it. No, but instead we get a 10-minute Jeff Jarrett segment where he wants the fucking AEW World title, and you can't be bothered to book another solid women's match on this show to give some shine to an otherwise dead division.
Nope.
It's the way that I see it.
Nope. The one thing they are doing correctly, they are focusing on Julia Hart. She's very young, and she's very green, and she is only going to get better from where she sits right now, and she's very good right now too. I look at her as AEW's version of Alexa Bliss, to be honest with you. Matter of fact, wasn't Alexa Bliss a cheerleader?
She was.
Wow, I just realized that. Just as athletic, she can work the goth gimmick.
So wait a minute. You're calling Julia Hart a Temu version of Alexa Bliss?
I didn't say Temu anything. I said that I just literally realized that she was also a cheerleader. That's fucking crazy, bro. But yeah, man, she is definitely AEW's version of Alexa Bliss, someone who you probably didn't think would be a big star, but then turned out to organically get herself over. Turns out she's pretty good in the ring, and she can work a character. Is there much difference between Julia Hart and Alexa Bliss? I mean, I understand one has a lot more experience, but just pound for pound and age, they're pretty much the same.
Yeah. I mean, if there's one overwhelming thing about both of them, both of their offensive movesets lack any sort of intensity. I think they should kind of ramp it up there. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of similarities there.
Yeah. So at least they are pushing Julia Hart. I mean, that is a homegrown young talent they should be pushing, but she's not the only one they should be pushing. I don't know how they dropped the ball. Well, I know how and I know why, but they should not have dropped the ball on Jamie Hayter. I don't know why Deonna Purrazzo is stuck on Saturday nights. Why is she not front and center? Serena Deeb should be used more. Athena is just being wasted in ROH. I don't understand this. You went out of your way to get Britt Baker back. You brought her back. You made her tell her story to the world so she can get, people behind her again. And then you took her off television again. Why did you bring her back?
Tony has every fucking resource at the tip of his fingers for this women's division to make it the best women's division in the entire industry. He has an opportunity to be better than WWE at this one thing, and he refuses to do it. All you need is to use the talent that you have at your disposal in a meaningful way and write compelling television for all of them. And you got the best women's division in the entire industry. And we got Mercedes swallowing everybody up like she's fucking Jaws. And we got Jamie Hayter being buried for whatever fucking reason. Britt Baker's not on TV. Athena's being hidden away on a fucking show that's watched by fucking 18 people. And Statlander went from a promising heel run to absolutely nothing. A babyface that nobody gives a fuck about. Willow's off TV. What are we doing here, man? How clueless are these people? I don't know, man.
I don't get it. I just don't get it, man.
Sheeta, Camille. Where's Camille?
Oh my gosh, she's gone. She's gone. If she didn't come back for the title match with Mercedes and Stat, then she's done. She's hanging out with Miro and Wardlow and everyone else.
So this was Julia Hart's first match since April. Jamie Hayter hasn't done a fucking thing since coming back. We'll pick it up towards the second half of this match. I didn't think this match was good at all. I thought this was probably Jamie Hayter's worst performance since being back, honestly. Hayter mounted a comeback after Julia was in control. She went for a lariat, missed the hate breaker. She connected, she missed a lariat, but got the hate breaker, a back breaker for a 2. She took way too much time to follow up. Hayter ran into a corner boot as Julia wanted a moonsault, rolled through, and hit a heel trip for a 2. So she tried to apply Heartless, but Hayter powered her way back up to her feet. Hart tried a crucifix counter, only for Hayter to hit a Death Valley driver on the knee and a sliding lariat for 2. Hayter wanted a superplex. Hart swept out the leg, and Hayter was clutching her left rib cage. Now, I don't know. Some people on social media saying that she was legitimately hurt. We don't really know that for sure. Maybe she was just doing her job and selling the move. So Hart pulled out an arrow that we've seen in some of these vignettes that she's been cutting as of late. An arrow. And it's funny that CM Punk mentioned a handful of arrows on Monday night. So Hart pulled out an arrow as this was a distraction for the referee who saw it, took it away. This allowed Julia to and I use this very loosely, missed Jamie Hayter in the face, which on my vantage, I didn't see no mist. I mean, Julia spit something. I don't know what the fuck. Maybe it was invisible mist. Jamie had to cover her face to pretend like she was hitting the eyes with the mist. She's writhing in pain, and she goes to the cover and gets a 1, 2, 3, and she beats Jamie Hayter. Now, the doctors came in to check on Hayter post-match. She was writhing in pain, and they quickly moved on from everything that happened here right into the next segment, which was Kyle Fletcher and Will Ospreay. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what else to say, man. I've stuck up for Jamie Hayter for weeks. You have as well, Jesse. She looked bad here. This was a very one-sided outcome. Jamie Hayter is buried. We don't know why, but we kind of understand why. I don't know, man.
It makes no sense. It's hard to sit around and say, oh, they should do this or they should do that, when at the end of the day, we know that they're not going to, and we know the reason why they're not going to. You know, I'm of the belief that they know they should have booked Jamie Hayter. How come Julia Hart got vignettes before she came back? She got little teasers, and she came back, and it was a big deal. And I mean, they wanted to push Julia Hart. With Jamie Hayter, she came back on the goddamn pre-show, and they haven't done anything with her since. But yet, we were called out for saying that they were burying her.
How many vignettes did Julia get? Or did Jamie get, rather? Zero, right?
Jamie gets none.
Zero vignettes.
None. I think Julia got at least
Julia got
2.
3. 2 or 3?
3? Yeah.
I don't know. It's just bad. Jamie Hayter deserves better, and they are intentionally burying her. Now, the one question is, I have seen that the mist usually transforms people from good to bad, or there's now evil growing within somebody who gets spit with the mist. Is this going to be the same thing for Jamie Hayter? Is this going to be a change in her character, or is this not going to happen to her? I don't know.
You are trying way too hard, bruh.
I don't know,
You
man.
are trying.
I'm trying to find a silver lining from all this. I just don't get it.
No.
I don't get it.
No. Just bury. Just that's just what it is, bro. There's no.